Full? How could it possibly be full? Yeah, people have been playing forever. Oh well. This is audap for you. You're watching Final Fantasy 11 or Final Fantasy 14 online. Going back to like 2003. Stuck on that year. The music was the best. I'm just kidding. It wasn't good music then either. Actually, I should buy some more gift remains. Because I have to sell some here. Huh. They don't sell them here. Well, that's kind of hard. I've got 3 of them left. Jeez. Yeah, how are we doing all the way out here? Burst was like foreskin. Like that. It's awesome, whatever it is. Foreskin, not forecast. I don't know. Have you attained the chorus? If so, please show them to me. What an amazing device! But is it truly an albemic, sir? I've never seen its like before. I too am unsure what to make of this machine. While certainly impressive, I have no idea how to make use of it. Nevertheless, if it's as effective as he claims, it will be a great boon to the infirmary. Think of the medicines we could create, the lives we could save. Ever so, I wonder. Even so, I wonder. Where the kindly stranger, bearer of gifts wondrous and strange, for his generosity comes at a cost. Their earnest efforts are but a means to an yet unknown end. Moreover, we should be wary of associating with individuals who have interfered with the questioning of a suspected heretic. They did what? Bless you, Inquisitor, for coming along when you did. We almost succumbed to the temptation proffered by these unbelievers. Oh, this guy's a real pain in the ass. Why does that man detest us so? Is it all because we interrupted Lord Francel's trial? Whatever his reasons, he clearly means to oppose us at every turn. Vitality, tenacity, strength, and skills. Intelligence, mind, direct hit. Or gold. I go gold. Before we can persuade Lord Drillamon to help us, it seems we must convince Inquisitor Guillaume that we are not his enemy. But just how we might go about doing that? We know little and less about the good Inquisitor, despite him being such a prominent figure in Corthus. Perhaps we should learn more by speaking with the people of Whiteburn first. Share your findings with Alfmund in the square. I'm sure he can formulate a strategy from there. Inquisitor Guillemot? Yes, of course I know him. Alas, I have not seen him since the day he came to Whiteburn Front several moons ago. My memory is somewhat muddled, but I recall that a blizzard nearly buried us in snow that day, and I had the ill fortune of being assigned to the night's watch. While the stronghold slept, we walked the walls and patrolled the exterior in a darkness black as pitch. My road took me outside to the eastern gate at one point where I caught sight of a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city. Thinking it was a wayward traveler, I cried out and gave chase, but slipped and took a terrible fall. When I awoke, it was days later in this very bed, where I have lain recuperating from my injuries ever since. I had tried to rescue him, but in the end, Inquisitor Gaemon rescued me, carrying my unconscious body to the gates. I owe him my life, sir, and I hope that one day to repay his kindness. Is there something else in there? Really? Yeah, guy looking at rotten food. Under Inquisitor Guillaume's watchful gaze, unprecedented numbers of heretics have been unmasked and brought to justice. They say he goes days without sleep, so great is his devotion. Blessed are we to have such a goodly, righteous man to protect us. Spaces. This camera cannot deal with the closed spaces, yet they insist that you keep going into them. Inquisitor Guillaume, I have not the foggiest of whom you speak, unbeliever. Hey, we have learned of your deeds at Witchrop. I will not be party to whatever dastardly schemes you've hatched against the Inquisitor. Away with you. The Holy See has decreed that the Inquisitors are the arbiters of Helon's will. They are to be afforded every courtesy and the utmost respect. In case you have yet to notice, my attire is ill-suited for this climate. I realized too soon after our arrival, but paid it no mind as I had hoped we might find the Enterprise far faster. Instead, we wasted far too much time meddling in local affairs. Never mind, our journey is almost to an end. All that remains is to deal with the irksome Inquisitor. Sid tells me you've been busy making inquiries, yes? I should come as no surprise that he is held in high regard. Even so, I am beginning to suspect he has other reasons for hindering us now. Let's more closely review the testimonials you obtained, Ryamarai. Mayhap they will provide insight to Inquisitor Gaemon's motivations. Something troubles me about that wounded knight's account. He claims he fell chasing a figure in the darkness that he saw outside the eastern gate, yes? But the main road leads to the southwestern gate. Since we've arrived in Wyvern Front, I've seen no travelers arrive by the eastern gate. Moreover, he said he glimpsed a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city, which would imply that the Inquisitor came from the north of the eastern gate, not south. But it cannot be so. The way lies naught but a deep chasm. Assuming Sir Jolat is not misremembering, the Inquisitor's behavior that night makes absolutely no sense, at least to me. Mayhap retracing his steps will shed light on this mystery. Just trying to help the people who don't need help, eh? Just for that? Wow, okay. Well, thanks, guy. You found something, didn't you? Well, don't keep me waiting in suspense. Let me see it. Given the contents of this encyclical, I believe you have just made the acquaintance of the real Inquisitor Guillaume. Newly come to Corthus and murdered on the day of his arrival. Yes, it would have been a simple thing to assume his identity, for even if he were to behave oddly, who would dare question the wisdom of papal appointment? Still, why this is incontrovertible proof that Inquisitor is an imposter, we have yet to discern his true identity, or why he has decided to oppose us. We must proceed quickly, Miaorai, before he learns that his deception has been discovered. It's all the stuff I already bought. Since Lord Germont has already turned against us, I fear that this encyclical alone will not serve to convince him of our claims. But what might persuade a man so quick to disregard the endorsements of two high houses? The cook did say that the Lord listens to and respects the opinions of his knights. If certain knight will provide testimony that supports our claim, then mayhap this is the only way left to us. Confront Sir Jolant with the evidence you discovered and see if it helps him recall the truth of that night. As a man of faith, he may find it difficult to cope with such horrifying revelations. Nevertheless, we must do everything within our power to secure the enterprise. Oh, you have returned. Is there something else you want to ask? The Inquisitor is an impostor? Don't be preposterous. That could not possibly be true. He's a paragon of virtue, a dedicated servant of the Fury. You would have me believe that this is all a lie? If you're so certain that your ludicrous story is true, then go and speak with Sir Prunilla. She was at the Eastern Gate that night, and she helped the Inquisitor carry me here. But I will never speak against the man who saved my life. You, I do not believe I know you. Sir, pray move along and trouble me no more. Are you in the habit of handing bloody documents to strangers? Why would you show me such a dreadful thing? I know not of it. Not at all. What, you doubt my words? Away with you. I will suffer your slander no more. Oh. No, don't you? Fury take me, I prayed this day would come. When Sir Jolyon gave chase, I followed close behind. He did not fall. One of those Dravanian abominations lashed out at him, nearly killed him right then and there. I drew my sword and rushed to his side, straining to see the enemy, but what came from the dark was not a beast, but a voice. He knew things about me, about my family, secrets I never told another. He said that if I kept his confidence, so Jolyon and I would be spared. But if I defied him, everyone I loved would suffer unimaginable horrors before they died. When at last I agreed to his terms, a man came forward. His robe marked him as an inquisitor, but I knew him to be false. Together we carried Sir Jolyon to the infirmary, and on his first night in Whitebrim Front, Inquisitor Gilliman was heralded as a hero. Soon after came the accusations. Countless men and women of good moral standing seized whilst in possession of draconian rosaries. As I feared, he was condemning innocent men to death. I wanted to confess to Lord Drillmont, wanted to put an end to the madness, but then I would remember that the Inquisitor's threats. And so I did nothing, until Lord Francel was accused. Some time ago, I followed the Inquisitor and found that he kept draconian rosaries in a chest hidden southwest of Whitebrim Front. So I took several from his chest and planted them in shipments bound for Skyfire locks, as I hoped they were discovered and confiscated and considered evidence of a conspiracy against House Heliante, thus exonerating Lord Francel and casting doubt on other recent trials. And that is the entire truth. I swear. Helen forgive me for not acting sooner. is this? Oh, good God. Why do you persist in this folly? I will not grant you the access to the stone vigil. Do not make me repeat myself. There may be a very good explanation for why you were carrying these rosaries. And where did you find this papal encyclical? If you retake me, the Inquisitor is a heretic? Never before have I heard such an unbelievable tale, but this evidence in your testimony could have no other explanation. I have misunderstood you and your friends, Miamurai, and for that I deeply apologize. I permit you to enter the outpost. But first, I must needs beg your assistance. Help me and my knights bring this infernal impostor to justice. Now you want my help, jerk. Forget it. Deal with him yourself. That thrice-damned heretic has murdered countless innocents and made a mockery of our laws. Hells take him and his Dravanian allies. And told he makes the snowcloak even now. He makes for the snowcloak even now, intending to pass judgment upon yet another poor soul whom he has branded heretic. If we hurry, there still may be time to prevent further tragedy. Lend me your strength, Miamurai. Together, let us put an end to this impostor's heresy once and for all. That's what you get for being ruled by religious views only. Kind of deserve it, actually. Slow to take. Good to have you with us, sir. When more drill arrives, we are to confront the Inquisitor. If you refuse to go quietly, we will need to use force. Are you prepared for that eventuality? Sure. You tremble so, my child. The righteous shall enjoy everlasting peace in Halon's halls. Only the wicked. But why? Why must I die? But by all that is holy, I swear to you that I have never questioned the teachings of Halon. Inquisitor, release the maid and come with us. My Lord Drillmont, what is the meaning of this interruption? You are aware that I am at present conducting an interrogation, are you not? Silence, villain! I name thee heretic, murderer of Inquisitor Guillaume and countless innocents. You are a traitor to Ishgard, to your own kith and kin. Your sins are beyond measure, beyond redemption. Ah, grave allegations indeed. You will find your logic is flawed. How can I betray that which I owe no allegiance? No, Lord Drillmont. My conscience is quite clear, I assure you. I wonder, can you say the same? You whose hands are black with blood of those whose only sin was to question your nation's crazed crusade. You speak to me of Ishgardian innocence? Ah, all are complicit in these crimes, for all have lived their lives by the Archbishop's lies. But I know you will not hear me, defended by dogma as you are. If you desire retribution, Lord Drillmont, then come. Let us see how Ishgardian steel fares against Dravian fang and claw. see. Let's go someplace with some more dangerous beasts. target something stupid. What are you looking for? No, got me? Come on. Okay, let's see if I can do anything more with my Java. Nothing? Got nothing for me? Okay. There's nothing left over there. Got done all the quests. Guess I'll do some lower level quests. And some experience. And random monster battles are just not gonna do it. Just don't raise fast enough to get that. A moment, if you will. You are the adventurer who cleared out Lord Francel's good name, do you not? Allow me to thank you. His lordship is House Harlienta, you see, and unjust it is that he was born under a waning moon. Yet what was thin must eventually grow fat again. I would thank Lord Hushfont as well, but I should not like to be seen as carrying favor either for myself or for my house. I would present him with a gift under your name, if you are amenable. I have selected a bottle of nectar for his lordship. If you collect it from the wine cellar downstairs and deliver it to Mangoist in the kitchen, the wine cellar name is Emmanuel, and the bill has been settled. Meow my Yamador. I must be rising in this world to have a customer of the most famous adventurer of these parts. How may I serve? Sir Arla sent to you? Of course, here's the bottle she ordered, and a fine choice if I say so. The nectar was mixed with the blessed water of the Weeping Saint, sweet and iceless even in deep winter. There's no mean feat for carrying such a choice liquor with the road snowbound, but I aim to please. Well, visit Meowmarani Amador. Everyone's talking about you, you know? Looking for a place to hide? Sweet goodness, Daphne's joy! I haven't seen one of these upon the sideboard for a good many rooms. This is too rich for your purse, I'd wager, so it must be from Ariel? I guessed well, did I not? The High House of Ishgard are descended from the heroes who stood with Haldrath and the first Azure Dragon. They are like brothers, Lord Tashfont says. They bicker ceaselessly, but they must remember to hold fast to one another when the safety of Ishgard is at stake. Thank you for delivering this and serving as Sir Aldrel's decoy. Lord Hushfont has been quite deprived of his favorite indulgence since the cold grew ferocious. Okay, we're battling those dragons anytime soon. Lead beats, but those are sucky. I hate those missions. Okay, what need to do here? Hail, adventurer. If you would not be adverse to courier duty, I have a duty that must be delivered to Florentine Spire with all haste. Mind you, this information is highly classified. I should deliver it directly to the hands of the Serpent Lieutenant Volfard, without sneaking a peek at it yourself. I don't think I sneak peeks at this first. It's fine. How do you fancy Falgrout Float Traveler? Fine tea, warm beds, good ale, and good company at the Babbling Court. Small wonder that many a wayfarer's favorite stop on the road to Corthius. Speaking of the Babbling Court, I was sharing a drink with a tale with the traveler just a few bells ago. Apparently the poor fellow imbibed it a bit too heavily, and when he came to, the key to his room was nowhere to be found. But with all the rumors of late, both my friend and the innkeep are worried sick. If you happen to stumble across the key, would you mind being kind enough to return to the cork? You'll be saving more than one man a sleepless night. Cozy bed, warm meals, fine spirits. I tell you, friend, ever since I came here, it's like I've died and gone to Nofika's bosom. Go home to Ulda, to that ramshackle hovel where nothing awaits but my gill-pinching wife and her endless winging? Never. Perhaps you can help me. My wife's hired some poor sop to bring me home, but I reckon this will give him a change of heart. What do you want? The missus paid me good coin to bring her good-for-nothing husband home. Your guild don't mean nothing to me. The missus paid me... What in the hells? A room of me own here in the cork? Plus all the ale I can drink? Fully paid, courtesy of Gogolata? Get me out of the way. I'm going to give that man a piece of my mind. It would seem your efforts were a success. My wife's associate just stopped by a moment ago. Seems he wanted to express his gratitude in person. Downed a pint of ale and dashed off right to his room, where he's sleeping quite soundly. If his rather conspicuous snoring is any guide. The comforts of life on the road. In all truth, friend, I would like nothing more than return home to Ulda, where my loving wife awaits. That is, were it not for that small, complicated matter. My wares, you see, were stolen from me by a positively frightful band of Kikuran thieves encamped in the south. Why, were I to return home empty-handed, my wife's wrath would make the calamity look like a minor brush fire. No, I fear I have no choice but to prolong my stay. These parts abound with particularly ferocious beasts. You do well to keep a wide berth, adventurer, lest I be left to clean your carcass off the forest floor. A report from Godwin, you say? Very well. Let's see. Traveling merchant waylaid by Cook and bandits, adventurer hand-bitten, clean off by feral Ziz, etc., etc. The usual banalities. What's this? Sightings of a masked man? No casualties yet reported, but due diligence should be exercised. Troubling news indeed. These parts are perilous enough without some masked marauder stirring up trouble. Thank you, friend. Rest assured that the Adder will be on the lookout for this interloper. The freeze that came in the calamity's wake has rendered Cutthurst nigh inhospitable. Many of the creatures that once made their homes here have been forced to migrate lest they starve. Some arrive on our doorstep with naught else on their mind but to feed. The worst of the beasts are the jackals, who've been spotted not far from this very spire. Adventurer, we call upon you to dispatch these beasts before they make a meal of some unguarded traveler. This fetteur, begging your pardons, fetidodo meat will serve admirably as bait. We are most grateful. This kind of situation would not have arisen ere the calamity came and made Cutthurst nigh unhabitable for its local fauna. With their water hoarded in vaults of ice and their herbage held under the snow, the large beasts have become positively infernal in their need to survive. Take heed if you head northbound, for know that you are riding into battle. Don't care about, I'm sure. As a wood whaler, it is my sworn duty to protect my nation from the XIV. Yet, as a Gordanian, it pains me to see the trees around me wither and die while we are fighting off battles. Shroud's hairs have grown destructive of late, gnawing away at trees and ripping shrubs from the ground. Yet we cannot very well tell the birdmen to stay their spears while we hunt oversized slugs, can we? And so I turn to you, adventurer. Pour this weak-old ale over the scarred trees, and the culprit should be along in short order. You would bring the wood much succor if you could put them down. Thank you, Adventurer. I can battle the Ixtal with a clear conscience now, knowing that those like you are friends to the forest. Florentel, whose name the spire bears, was one of the greatest heroes from the time of Gridania's founding. His martial exploits were exceeded only by his love for the forest. And his love for Eugenia, the namesake of our sister spire. Ah, do so tales of yore not set your heart to flutter? Okay. Hopefully that helps out things. As you have proven yourself a capable ally, I would trust that you a task more ambitious than the slaying of hares. Mayhap you have encountered curious constructs living in stone in these parts. They emerge from the sundered landscapes in the wake of the calamity, and their numbers have only burgeoned henceforth. For each one we slay, another rises to the surface to take its place. My comrades and I are at wit's end. It's clear that we must take this battle to the swords. There is a researcher by the name of Yam Epicon who frequents the bobbing cork in Fallground Float. I suspect she might be able to shed some light on the matter. Take this sealing vessel and capture the living soulstone of one of the golems. Mind you will have to weaken the brute first. Deliver the soulstone to Yorm Epicon and see if she cannot ascertain the golem's origin. Yeah, all that, whatever it is. Okay, so 44 is the story mission. We still have 2 levels to go before it gets us off. Bloody souse. That's why I always say, if you can't hold your liquor, stick to tea. I'm sorry, do you have something for me? Well, I've been searching everywhere for that key. You're a godsend, friend. You must forgive me. There are rumors of late a suspicious masked man in these parts, and they got both me and my customers on edge. Indoors, thanks to you, the ale-swinging fool can sleep soundly in his bed tonight. You do well to find safe lodgings as well, friend. You see that painting over there? Well, of course you can't. It's covered in a fortnight's worth of dust thanks to my do-nothing employees. I'd dust it off myself, but I reckon the sluggards would better learn their lesson if they saw a customer like yourself doing the deed. What do you say? A few swishers with this chocobo duster should do the trick. I'll make it with your watch. Thanks, friend. If only my employees shared the love of fine art that you and I do, eh? The painting upstairs especially. Don't ask me why, but the lonesome figure standing there, gazing off into the distance. I'm not usually the sentimental type, but it stirs something inside of me. Is he wistfully remembering adventures long past, or stealing his nerves for a battle to come? Sadly, with the artist's identity a mystery, we might never know. There are ill rumors about these parts of late. Try as I might, I can't help but fear the worst. Might you be so kind as to go check if she's well? Okay, why don't we stop it there? This is audap, you're watching Final Fantasy XIV Online. I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.